this storm. It looks like
Unit 117, Kansas City metropolitan area. Unit 117, coming in service at 8:24 hours. Unit 117, coming in service at 8:24 hours. Unit 117, Kansas City metropolitan area. I have a thunderstorm going on. So I guess this stuff is starting, guys. Unit 117, look at that east of Hanover, Arkansas, and see what you think of that, if that's actually a rotating cell or not. Unit 117 copies. Unit 120. Correction, Unit 107.
A lot of lightning with that. That shows you it's a pretty enjoyable crawler too. Awesome. And Josh Marshall here. We're ready in case this storm doesn't, in fact, happen to go tornado warm, but I don't think it will. The ingredients, the conditions just aren't there. But a really impressive lightning show, huh? That is a good one. Snow in the morning. I do believe so. We've already answered if there's anything in Northwest Arkansas. It doesn't look like it. Big lightning and thunder in Alma. This is looking south from Fort Smith. Good lightning show. Shouldn't be surprised winter isn't over yet. Oh, it's going to feel so much like winter. You're going to hate me. Hail just north of Mountainburg. What's the size of that hail, by the way, James? I know. 84-69 Hogs lost to Bama. Man. We really needed Nick Smith Jr., huh? That was a big, and Brazil losing him was not good. Beekeeper and bees are acting strange. I'll tell you what, animals will act strange and know the weather's about to change. Really good lightning show, though. And the closer this storm gets to our Mount Magazine WeatherBug Network camera, the better this lightning show is going to be, too. Right now, a little choppy. Let me see if I bring that up on a different feed. See if it's a little cleaner. Because that's pretty choppy. Yeah, there we go. Check this out. This is a little smoother. A lot of lightning off in the distance from that Mount Magazine WeatherBug Network camera.
Unit 117.
What a day, huh?
Possible
when is this all going to pass Northwest Arkansas?
Tornado.
About midnight?
It's strong rotation on thunderstorm. About 15 miles. It's right along the state line of Arkansas, Oklahoma. It is pushing to the east. They have a severe thunderstorm warning underneath that. It's rotating.
That's a twofer. Twofer. Kids always acting kind of strange. Maybe they have some bee in them. That's funny. I believe that. My kids always act kind of strange too. It's been feeling like spring. My son did the best prank ever on my daughter. Oh my goodness. It was so funny. So you know those backup cameras? You got to see this. We're still watching this storm, by the way. Quarter-size hail right now over the Ouachitas, southern Sebastian County. But you got to see this. So this is what my son put on my daughter's car backup camera. See that? Look at that. It's like a face. And so when she backed up this morning, half asleep, this is what she ended up seeing. It's like some creepy guy from hey, the camera didn't like that either. It's like some creepy guy from Roblox that's on there. And it was like really creepy looking. And anyways, that's what he put on her backup camera. Now that was a good practical joke. I enjoyed that. Again, Mount Magazine showing the lightning off of the distance. Pretty impressive lightning show. So this is highly electrified. It's funny too, because what was it? Yesterday there wasn't even a thunderstorm risk. Now that's funny because look at this. We got lightning all over the place. You could see the system moving in. You knew it was strong. You could see it on the water vapor and never wavered on our storm chances. Went 60% in the river valley from yesterday. I'm really interested to see what other people have for the snow chances tomorrow, because I think it's a little underdone in my opinion. See, it looks like a hook on this storm, but we know that the ingredients just aren't there for surface-based storms. So there you go, right there. There's that storm system coming in. But check this out. There's the wraparound. See that? Now, there is some dry air being entrained in this wraparound, and maybe it's a little overdone, but the track of this low is going southeast. So we'll get this, and not only that, but the cold conveyor belt is intensifying, and this storm system will continue to churn. So as it drops southeast, I think we start to get some of that winter weather and a whole lot colder too. This front that's coming in means business. If we look at the temperature drop, you'll see that. So let's look at the regional. There you go. Stand by. Here's the regional temps. Yeah, you can see the colder weather. 32 in Goodland, 48 in Wichita. We're still in the lower 60s. So, all right. So the timing of this, for those that haven't seen this yet, let me get to some timing. This is what we're having right now, the storm chances. But those storm chances really aren't materializing for Northwest Arkansas because it's at 40%. There you see 40% down to 20%, and then it goes to 70%. The 70% is in the morning hours. I don't know about that, Jennifer. I'm not surprised at this lightning show in the least, considering that you have very cold temperatures aloft, which is why the hail is going to be pretty good size. You also have a very intense jet stream. You have a very intense weather system that's coming through. You have a lot of lift. If we had surface-based ingredients, we could have been getting rocking and rolling with severe thunderstorm potential. Stand by. Josh is calling. What's going on, man? I'm on Facebook
copy your
Live.
Voice message.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, but they're big, but they're not surface based. Yeah, they're elevated and they have large hail, but they're not tornadic. They will not be tornadic either. Yeah, you can come on in, man. I'm not going to stop you. All right, sounds good. Josh Rugger coming in. Even though it's not his day to come in, he's coming in. But let's go back to some snow totals. So this is what the model shows overnight tonight, tomorrow morning, really around 8, 9 o'clock. You're going to get a little bit of snow coming in, and it's going to be right around, I'd say around 8, 9 o'clock. I'd say a little earlier, 7, 8. I think it's a little bit. Yeah, about 7, 8 o'clock. Ooh, yeah. Good idea. Hold on just a second. Not a real big one, but you'll get a little bit of small hail The bigger hail is south of you in Logan County. Let's see. Hey, Josh, can you bring a Baja Blast Freezy? I'll send him a winky smiley face. He probably won't be able to because after the game, I can't imagine how bad the traffic's going to be. But anyways, there's a look at the future track snow. And here's the deal. The models are showing there's one model that's not, and it's the National Blended model, and it's really not good. Lately, it has not done a good job. We'll see. Maybe it doesn't snow and it's the only one that's right. But if we look at the snow totals, it's not anything to write home about. But the fact is that we have precipitation. It's more than just a slight chance. And there you can see it. Snow accumulation, the graph, the European, the Asian chances are bumping up a little bit more. We're taking that up to 60%. So there you go. There's the forecast for the River Valley. And then it doesn't really have as much tomorrow morning because it kind of misses the area. But what a big hailer. Hopefully, this looks like it does have a little bit of a 3-body scatter spike. So let me go to the radar here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No doubt the Weather Service issued an update. Here's Mega Doppler. The time is right now just a little after 8:40 and 16 seconds. And so here's the storm. And the circulation is a little bit misleading because it's not in conjunction with the reflectivity. So there's your hail core. But as you see here, this is in very rural areas. So south of Patterson, this is all areas that are getting impacted, but this is a heavily forested area with very rural conditions. But man, does the temperature drop tomorrow. If you haven't heard, we're going to get a big drop. So a few hail cores here and there. Some small hail moving into parts of Franklin County. A little bit of a line right there. Another line. There's a little bit of a bigger hail core. This could go severe warned right here on northeastern Crawford County. That's going to be moving through northern Franklin County. And then here's some additional activity. So this might be popping up and forming a little bit of rain and thunderstorm activity right about on schedule. So no doubt, more trees, more debris, that's for sure, especially with the leaf debris. So here's a golf ball hail that was reported by 1.5 inch near Howe. Then you have Heavener reporting about quarter-size hail. And I think it could have gotten a lot bigger than that. I could think it could have been about golf balls in this area, but not many people to report on it. Yeah. Yeah, people are saying they're agreeing with me with the sky rumbling and the grumbling with the Razorback basketball game. Kind of disappointing that we lost. Let's watch this lightning show, you and me together here. We'll check it out. Constant lightning. So someone had a good question about static electricity. Can you measure the static electricity? So typically when you have what's called a very steep and strong EML, which is called the elevated mix layer, which basically creates very steep lapse rates. Those steep lapse rates can, in conjunction, bring dry conditions aloft, which, by the way, this hail is really getting big. It's funny, too, because the computer models with the HRRR looking at the soundings, they were showing baseball hail from a previous sounding that's very similar to the one that we saw tonight. So even though the severe weather threat didn't even exist in our area, now it's pretty much there. It's kind of I was really, I'm not going to say anything bad, but I was just really questioning where that risk was when it was updated at 17:30
starting to become outflow, inflow.
So just take the high road,
inflow now.
See how it evolves, see how everything develops.
But
man,
winds going this way.
That is going to come very close to Mount Magazine.
We have winds going this way too.
I'm
surprised how many rotation in there.
Oh yeah, that's coming right towards Mount Magazine. This is going to be great. That's going to be right about 9 o'clock that we get on that thing. So there's the severe weather risk. Notice how it has shifted west quite a bit, hasn't it? Now it includes northwest Arkansas. Strong storm or two, mainly 8 p.m. to midnight. So we're right on the ball with all that and the timing. Let's go back to Mega Doppler. So our WeatherBug network camera is located right here, Mount Magazine. Oh yeah, look at that. It's coming right towards us. So all we got to do is just sit back and watch. And we'll check this out. Yeah, it was already outflow dominant, honestly.
Yeah, it's starting to become more outflow
down. It's already outflow down. It's already elevated too.
So it means that there's nothing too concerning at it anymore.
Maybe eat a piece of meat. Hey, speaking of Legend of Zelda, Roby, the new one,
thunderstorms now.
The Tears of the Kingdom is coming out at the end of this year. It's been a long wait, but man, what a game! Breath of the Wild.
Storm Team now. I'm a part of.
Nothing heading to grab it. But something headed towards Boonville and Magazine, and that's the lights that you're seeing off in the distance. So, Brittany, no storms in our area. We might have a few rumbles of thunder, but nothing major like this supercell that's in southern Logan and northern Scott County.
Yeah, it's trying to become more outflow boundaries
and southern
now.
Sebastian County. Man, that's an impressive storm. One supercell is taking away that environment. So going back to Mega Doppler real quick, you'll notice a little bit of a pop-up storm near Shakota that's moving northeast. Let's see if it has any lightning with it. Oh, yeah. So we'll get some thunderstorm activity.
I'd pop in real quick and show it to you guys again real quick. You guys can get a little bit more of a better understanding of what's going on.
And there you see that quarter-size hail. That could become a severe warning storm. Look at all that lightning. And then look at that storm that has a lot of lightning. So what's the culprit of all this? It's a really impressive water vapor loop, and it's a very intense system. And so if we look at the water vapor, this is just classic, folks. Absolutely classic. So first of all, you've got a very intense vortex. There's the spin. Notice how that's dropping south. So that's why the models have increased the wraparound precipitation potential. On the leading edge of the nose of that dry punch, you've got the strongest lift. If it was cold enough, this is where your thunder snow would be, right here, but it's not. Then, as we work our way south, you got more westerlies. You got the nose of the dry punch coming in right here. You see that darker colored air? That darker colored air represents the dry punch. That is steepening lapse rates and also what we call creating an EML. The models stunk at predicting when the cap would break. So that's already happening. And it was catching on, but a couple days ago, it wasn't. So that's why we didn't go very high on those rain chances until yesterday. Yesterday, I saw it, and I was like, yeah, no, I could totally see this. So there's the low. And then you'll see on the leading edge, there's the thunderstorm complex. And then look at how cold that cloud top is compared to the rest of the area. You can tell because it's got the blue shades on there. Those blue shades represent colder cloud tops. And that's a classic textbook supercell with some large hail. So we're talking 2-inch size hail. Yeah. Next person that's going to be impacted by that is going to be Elm Park and Booth. So if you live along Highway 71 in northern Scott County, north of Waldron, you've got about 10 minutes to get your car to a safe place. Otherwise, you're going to get blasted with hail. We're talking some pretty sizable hail.
Right now, I'm in the.
So if we look at this warning,
right in the non-severe risk. Here's a tornado risk.
They have
mainly Jonesboro, Missouri, Bootleg
hail to
area.
1.5 inches. Okay,
Wind,
so they've upped
area.
it. They've upped the ante on that. That's
and
good.
Hail, same area as the.
They got it to ping pong
marginal.
size.
For today.
So you're looking at Mega Doppler. It's about 8:50. I'm going to have to go here pretty soon because we're going to have a newscast. But we'll cover this storm on air. And if it ends up flaring up to even stronger limits, then we'll go ahead and we'll provide coverage on TV if it's tornado warned.
Really just
I don't see that happening, not with this environment, not with these ingredients. It's a little bit long-winded to get into them, why it's not. But we just don't have the surface-based instability. We do have the wind shear, but everything doesn't line up perfectly.
Thunderstorm warning from Mansfield is being continued.
There's the new severe thunderstorm warning, though. Really big hail, though. My goodness.
But it has a massive hail.
Oh, yeah. So that one storm that we were looking at that I was telling you is going to be severe is now severe. And there it is. It's that northern edge of the line. Interesting how the models barely showed any precipitation a couple of days
thunderstorm warning for Arkansas now.
Well, just put a feather in the cap, I guess, for this one. Right okay, guys, here. We'll watch it closely. We'll keep you updated. I got to get ready for this 9 o'clock newscast. Until then, we'll let you know about it. Have a great rest of your night. It's going to be a lot colder tomorrow. Snow falls in the morning. I think we get a little bit of a light dusting. Roads shouldn't be a problem because we're way too warm right now. We will eventually drop off to freezing, but it's going to be a little bit, a little while. So if you're wanting to know the threat area, it's going to be in the River Valley. There will be some thunderstorms moving through Northwest Arkansas. And that's going to be later on tonight. Everything will be out of here by midnight, so it'll be all gone. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you later. Take care. Intense supercell.
So now we're just gonna be watching these three at the same time now.
One 17 copies, all messages.
Shit, these storms are starting to fire off now. Chat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into ATS if all these storms die off, and we are gonna start that haul that we were supposed to do. But how we got cut off because of internet issues. We're gonna go back into that one after this quick break. After I take a quick break here on the Panther Network. Sorry about that, Chad. I'm back now.
You know, 117 copies. All messages.
There's just gonna be regular thunderstorm. Should be. The only reason I went on was because this one right here looked like it was